I traveled across Asia and I thought I had seen it all: the dazzling skylines of Singapore, the ancient temples of Cambodia, the busy streets of Bangkok, and the technology wonderland of Tokyo. But nothing prepared me for what I found when I stepped into the Philippines. This country shocked me in ways I never expected, and today I want to take you with me on that journey, because what I saw felt like discovering a hidden world that refuses to be ignored. The first shock hit me the moment I landed. It wasn't the airport or the infrastructure. It was the people everywhere I went. I was greeted with the warmest smiles and the kindest words, in a world where many cities feel rushed and unfriendly. The Philippines felt like stepping into a place where hospitality isn't just a culture, it's a way of life. Strangers spoke to me like I was family. Taxi drivers asked me about my day shop. Owners wanted to know if I was enjoying their food. Kids on the streets waved at me as if I had lived in their neighborhood all my life, and it was genuine. Not the kind of politeness you sometimes get because people are paid to be friendly here. It came from the heart, and it hit me hard, because in many parts of Asia people are kind, but reserved. Here in the Philippines, people give you their whole heart. The second shock was the beauty of the country. Everyone knows about the beaches of Boracay or Palawan, and yes, they are stunning, like paradise dropped straight from heaven. But what shocked me was how much beauty existed beyond the famous tourist spots. I saw rice terraces in Banaue that looked like they had been painted by an artist, mountains covered in mist that made me feel like I had stepped into a fantasy movie, waterfalls hidden deep in jungles where the water crashed with such force that I couldn't hear myself think, islands so small you could walk across them in minutes, but they looked like pieces of emerald floating on blue glass. The Philippines isn't just beautiful, it's overwhelming. Every corner you turn, there is another view that makes your jaw drop. Then came the culture shock, and this one was different. I thought I knew. Asian culture, polite, respectful, deeply tied to tradition, and yes, the Philippines has that. But it also has something else. It has a mix, a blend of East and West that makes it completely unique. You walk through Manila and you hear English being spoken everywhere, mixed with Tagalog and other local languages. The colonial history is visible in the churches that look straight out of Spain, but then right next to them, you'll find jeepneys painted in wild colors, blasting pop music. You go to a food stall, and one moment you're eating Spanish-inspired adobo, the next, you're having Chinese lumpia, and then you're drinking halo, which feels like no dessert you've ever tasted anywhere in Asia. The Philippines is like a giant cultural pot, where so many influences came together, but somehow it created something original, something that is just Filipino. Food was another shock because no one told me it would be this good. Yes, I knew about adobo and lechon, but when I traveled deeper, I realized Filipino food isn't just about dishes. It's about sharing meals with people. Every meal I had was an experience. People invite you to eat, even if they don't know you. They'll share what little they have, because for them, food isn't about showing off. It's about connecting. I ate sinigang sour, but comforting. I had kare with its peanut sauce. So unique. I tried balut, the infamous fertilized egg that everyone warns you about, and while it shocked me, I respected the bravery of a culture that embraces all parts of life, even the ones others shy away from. But then came a shock that humbled me. The resilience of the people. The Philippines is a country that faces typhoons, earthquakes, and challenges that would break many nations. But what shocked me was how Filipinos respond not with despair, but with laughter, with song, with unbreakable spirit. I saw children playing in flooded streets, as if it were just another day. I saw families rebuilding homes after storms with a smile and saying, "Kaya natin," which means we can do it in many places. Hardship makes people bitter. Here, it makes them stronger and kinder. That spirit is something I had never seen in any other Asian country. Another thing that shocked me was how underrated the Philippines is when people talk about traveling in Asia. They talk about Japan for its technology, Thailand for its beaches, Vietnam for its food, Indonesia for Bali. But very few put the Philippines at the top of their list, and that's a tragedy because this country has everything. It has history, it has culture, it has natural wonders, it has some of the kindest people on earth yet. It doesn't get the same spotlight, and maybe that's why it shocked me, because it felt like I had discovered a secret that the rest of the world hadn't fully noticed yet. The music and art shocked me too. In many Asian countries, traditional music is fading into the background, but in the Philippines, music is life. People sing everywhere. Karaoke isn't just entertainment, it's a national passion. I was shocked when I realized everyone can sing, from the taxi driver to the waitress to the kids on the street. It's like music runs in their blood, and art too, from festivals with costumes exploding with colors to dances that celebrate both tradition and modern flair. The creativity here is endless. I was also shocked by how deeply family is valued in the Philippines. Yes, in Asia, family is important everywhere, but in the Philippines, it is sacred. Families stick together through everything. Generations live under one roof. Sacrifices are made for children to get education. People work abroad and send money home, not out of obligation, but out of love. The strength of family bonds shocked me because it showed me the true meaning of community. The nightlife shocked me as well when the sun goes down. The Philippines doesn't sleep. Whether you're in the wild streets of Manila, the party beaches of Boracay, or the hidden bars in Cebu, there's an energy that feels both chaotic and joyful. People dance, they laugh, they celebrate life, like tomorrow doesn't matter. It's not the polished luxury of Singapore or the controlled nightlife of Tokyo. It's raw, it's real, and it makes you feel alive. And then there was the faith of the people that shocked me deeply. The Philippines is one of the most religious countries in Asia, and you feel it everywhere, from the grand churches to the small shrines on the roadside. But it's not just about religion. It's about how faith gives people hope and strength. It's about how belief ties communities together. I watched processions during festivals where thousands walked for hours, singing, praying, celebrating. And it shocked me, because you realize how powerful unity can be when it's built on belief. But the biggest shock came from the contrast of life in the Philippines. On one side, you see luxury malls bigger than those in Dubai, modern skyscrapers glittering in the night, expensive cars lined up outside hotels, and on the other side you see poverty, children begging in the streets, families living in small shacks right next to wealthy neighborhoods. The gap is wide, and it's shocking. But what shocked me most was not just the poverty. It was how even those with so little still find reasons to smile, still find reasons to share, still find reasons to hope. In many countries, poverty crushes the soul here. It doesn't. It's hard to explain. But it changed the way I look at life. By the time I left the Philippines, I realized why it shocked me so much. It wasn't just the beauty or the culture or the food. It was the spirit of the people. It was how they live with joy, even when life isn't easy. It was how they welcome strangers like family, how they sing their hearts out, how they rebuild after storms, how they celebrate even the smallest things. This country shocked me because it reminded me of something we often forget in our busy lives. Happiness isn't about having everything. It's about finding joy in what you do have and sharing it with others. So when people ask me which country in Asia shocked me the most, I don't hesitate. I say the Philippines because it wasn't just a trip, it was a lesson. A lesson in resilience, in kindness, in beauty, in faith, in family, and in life itself. And that's why, if you ever get the chance to travel Asia, don't just stop in the usual places. Go to the Philippines. Let it shock you too, because it's a shock that will stay with you forever.